The RHS LS Engine block is one of the very best LS blocks in the aftermarket. Lightweight, packed with options, and built to withstand over 2,000 horsepower. The block is also found in many serious street cars. During our trip to late model engines in Houston, Texas, we decided to create a video on the 7 things you should know about an RHS block. We spoke with late model engines co-owner Brian Nealon, who helped us learn as much as we could about the block.
The RHS block uses all the factory hardware except for the hardware that is provided with the block. So all your front cover, valley cover, oil pan will all bolt on with the factory hardware. The RHS block does utilize a 6-bolt design. RHS put one stud right in the center in the most stressed area of the head gasket to increase the clamp load on the fire ring. Then they also put one opposite on the intake side to create a uniform clamp load around the cylinder. The RHS block utilizes a raised cam center line. It's 388 thousandths raised up from the factory position. The RHS block is compatible from an LS1 to LS9 applications, basically fit in the car as a drop-in. To help with cooling, RHS also incorporated a full water jacket design, similar to the LS7 design. For street applications, just the engine's going to run cool and not have any issues with overheating, even at higher cylinder pressures and temperatures from boosted and high-performance applications. One nice feature of the RHS block is the extra long cylinder length utilized in long stroke applications. Supports the skirt at bottom dead center to reduce piston rock and reduces oil consumption, possibilities of oil consumption. The standard RHS block, standard deck RHS block, uses a 5/870 long cylinder liner, and the tall deck using our 502 is a 6/380 length liner. Even with the 4/600 stroke, we had adequate piston support at bottom dead center, so we feel even at 502 cubic inches, we're going to have a nice, reliable engine. The RHS is designed from heavy-duty A357 T6 aluminum with a billet steel main cap. Billet caps are really the industry standard for high-performance blocks. RHS did a really nice job with the design of their main caps. The RHS block uses a Siamese cast bore walls. So when the cylinders are removed, you actually have a solid structure of aluminum running down in between the two cylinders. The benefit of that is to have sleeve support all the way around the liner. For this block, RHS uses a pressed-in spun cast iron liner. When choosing your RHS block for your application, based on cubic inch, the length of the stroke crankshaft you're looking to use, you have a couple options. This here is the tall deck version, which is a 9,750 deck height. Then you have the standard deck RHS block is a 9,240. On the tall deck RHS block, typically we have a maximum cubic inches of around 502 cubic inches, which was utilized in this build. For this 502 build, there was no additional clearancing required to clear the rods with the 4/600 stroke. Also, the block utilizes a moved oil galley to also help in clearing the stroke. So on some of the factory blocks, the main oil galley can be an interference to clear longer than stock strokes. RHS again utilizes the raised cam center line. So from the center line of the crankshaft to the center line of the camshaft is moved up 388 thousandths to clear the rods and camshaft, any interference between the cam lobes and connecting rods. The RHS block comes out of the box with 55mm Babbitt bearings installed. The block can also be machined out to accept 60mm roller cam bearings as well, if that's an option that you're looking for. The block can also be machined out to accept 1-inch 60 thousandths keyed lifter bushings, many times used in the high output applications. The RHS block comes with a standard 842 diameter lifter bore which is standard Chevrolet lift-area diameter. The block has also a generous amount of material to accept the 1-inch 62 thousandths bronze bushing. In the standard deck RHS block, maximum pushrod angularity is less than 2 degrees. The RHS block also comes with a priority main oiling circuit. The standard LS block utilizes these 2 oil galleys as well as the main oil galley, which is located here. When designing a high-performance oil system, many times people go with the dry sump system that was used in our RHS 502. RHS was kind enough to put an extra provision for an inlet for the oil to the engine. Just allows for room for a nice AN fitting. You can go, up to a -12, -16 inlet. In today's performance racing engines, many of the high endurance and boosted applications, you're going to want to run an oil squirter. RHS has incorporated oil squirters into their block, shown here. They're cast in, drilled and tapped into the oil galley. Then you can utilize RHS's oil squirters, which just is basically a tube that's going to flip up below each piston and just cool the bottom of the piston. The RHS block also comes with a bay-to-bay breathing feature, which these windows underneath the cylinder just basically equalizes any kind of crankcase pressure that may be present in the block. In the production or the final QC quality control of the RHS block, RHS conducts a CT scan or CAT scan-like process of the casting itself. That eliminates the chances of blocks passing through onto the consumer that could potentially have any kind of porosity or cracks in the casting. That's a great feature that ensures the end user that they're going to get a quality piece in the end.